BBN Jack Frost, what's up, party people? Um, the first thing we want to do before we even do anything else in this show is give our condolences to Pop Smoke, um, his community, as far as the people who loved him music wise and fashion or whatever else he was doing. We want to send our condolences to his family, obviously first and foremost. Um, his friends, his community. Um, for everybody that don't know, Pop Smoke actually was murdered this morning. The rapper Pop Smoke was murdered this morning. Shout out to TMZ. And yes, I know that says PM. That's because the person who sent this to me isn't in America. That's why that says PM. The person, I mean, PM. The person that sent this to me isn't in America. You also saw it said GMT. Um, it says, I'll go on to read the article real quick. It says Pop Smoke, an up and coming rapper, was shot and killed Wednesday morning in what appears to be a home invasion, a robbery. TMZ has learned the rapper was at home in the Hollywood Hills at around 4:30 a.m. when two men wearing hoodies and masks broke into his house. We're told the two men fired multiple shots, striking and critically wounding Pop Smoke. The men was seen fleeing on foot. Pop Smoke was rushed to an ambulance, see the Sinai Medical Center in West Hollywood, where he was pronounced dead. The suspects have been caught, and as far as we know, they have not been identified. Pardon me, the suspects have not been caught, and as far as we know, they have not been identified. It's unclear if Pop Smoke knew the shooters. One man was placed in handcuffs. But cops determined he was not involved and was released. Pop Smoke released an album back in July, and one of the songs, Welcome to the Party, blew up. It was considered by many the song of the summer. Nicki Minaj did a remix on the song, and a few months later, he also did a song, Gaddy, with Travis Scott. Pop Smoke was 20. Um, so today we're going to be talking about the 5'9" Brim situation, Star Brim situation. But before we get to that, there's a couple of things that I want to say, and that is we one of the main reasons why I try to encourage everybody to think positively and to do positive things so we could call positivity into our area. So we could emanate the type of energy, so we could give off the type of energy that will make good things happen to us rather than negative things happen to us. Um if y'all don't mind, no comments, let's have a moment of silence. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. We're gonna move on to the we'll talk about this for a couple of more minutes, then we'll move on to the 5'9" Brim situation, which is also a developing story. Both of these are developing stories. If y'all don't mind, I'm gonna fuck with my lights a little, and then we're gonna make sure we get to it. This shit is sad, yo. Like, this shit is sad, yo. It was a young man. He was just coming into his own. Um, in the Bible, it says that we get held for all the words in which we speak, and I'm guessing even right would also mean any. We're held to. We're gonna be held to the influence that we have on what's around us. Is basically what I interpret when they say that we'll be held to all the words in which we speak. So let's attempt to try to put out positive energy, positive things, because when we all go to whatever's after this, We want to make sure that we go in there with the right type of cachet. Let's go do roll call. Man, it was only 20. Damn. Um, Shout out to Deshaun Ragsdale. It says good morning, fam. Salute. It's the apes, huh? What up, Charlene Ferguson? Shout out to the land down under. Shout out to Sydney, Australia. Hope them fires and everything that was happening down there works out a little bit better. What up, Gully Boy? Hector Cruz. What up, Hector Cruz? Ain't seen you in a minute. He says, good morning, Frost. Thanks for the daily chat. 203. What up, Angel Crispin? What up, Troll City? Ain't seen you in like a day or two. Happy you pulled up. What up, Juju? Who else we got up in here? Samantha Smith, Ray Dream Chaser. Shout out to Ray Dream Chaser. He says, top of the morning, Jack Frost and BBN family. Positive vibes this morning. Positive vibes, yo. That's a whole fact. What's up, James S. NC Greedy Pez? Let's see what we have on today on conspiracy theories. We are not doing conspiracy theories this weekend, this Wednesday, because we're following this particular story, which is breaking. And since we have 2 breaking stories in the last 3 days, that's why there's no conspiracy Wednesdays. Y'all gotta wait for next Wednesday. And just for everybody that's wondering what conspiracy we was gonna speak on, we was gonna talk about the Hawk conspiracy. What up, Chris Sever? Tiffany Marie Ferry, haven't seen you in a minute. What else? Illusion, haven't seen you in a minute. Illusion says live ain't even start yet, and we got dislikes. Laugh out loud, haters lurking. There's nothing you can do, man. If y'all want to try to offset the dislikes with likes, I'd appreciate that. But other than that, that's all we could do. People are always gonna hate. You understand what I'm saying? When you see somebody hating on something that you covet or something that you not covet, that's a bad word. But when you see somebody hating on something that you don't deem deserves that hate, allow for those people that are hating to see you appreciate, and that drowns out the bullshit. And sometimes when people see that other people appreciate something, that can make their hate grow more, or what that can also do is allow for them to see their own foolishness, depending on what type of character the individual is. If individuals of bad character, there's nothing you can do. If the individual's just been tricked or misled, then whatever. Like, let me give you a good example, right? Real quick, we're gonna talk about some Cardi B shit. Hold on. Excuse me. Cardi B is not wrong. Cardi B is not wrong for being upset at the situation that happened between Offset, Batty G, and Jade. If that's what happened, she's not wrong for being upset about that. Like I said before, any person that tells me that they never threatened somebody that they was in a relationship with, I'm going to say you've never been in real love. Now, if you're telling me that you actually followed through with the threats and made those things happen and you hurt the person, then you also do not know real love. I was watching a show the other day, right? The name of it is The Last Kingdom. And in The Last Kingdom, they got this dude named Uhtred. And Uhtred's like, he just a man. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, so this is like back in like riding horses and shooting bow and arrows. you don't shoot a bow and arrow like that. You shoot a bow and arrow like this. But it was like back in those days, right? So what ends up happening is some bullshit happens. He takes the king hostage. He has the knife around the king's throat. He escapes. The king issues death to him. Anyway, so him and the king ends up talking again. And when he's talking to the king, he expresses to the king, I would have never hurt you, right? It was just, that was the moment. That's what was going on that moment. I was never gonna hurt you. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna lie. I've myself, like, I'm pretty sure the majority of the people in here have been in a relationship where you've been in a relationship with maybe a manipulative person, or you felt like you was being manipulated. That's a better way to put it. And you threaten individuals, or you say things that you don't really mean to follow through with, but you're just really hurt at that moment. If you hold a person to that's their entire character, the thing they do when they're at their lowest, then you, my good sir, are a effed up individual. If you hold somebody to a standard that when they're at their peak, when they're at their top, and you hold them to such a way that they have to stay up there forever, and if they ever drop down you lose respect for them, then that means that the problem is you. Period. I just want to put that out there, and I want to say that because we're going to discuss how Cardi B is involved in this 5'9" Brim situation. And what I want to really express to people is for everybody that's saying Cardi is stupid, Cardi shouldn't have did this, Cardi shouldn't have did that. Remember, when we in love with somebody and when emotions is involved, all of us have done things that we have regretted. All of us have said things that we have regretted. I got into some random argument with I was dating a girl, and I got into a random argument with her on the phone one day, and she was with some people, and then I ended up arguing with them, and I ended up telling all of them I was gonna kill all of them. That shit happened. I ain't gonna lie to you. That shit happened. Dude didn't want to pull up, and I said what I said. And at the end of the day, I was held accountable for what I said. You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that don't mean I was gonna do the thing that I said. You you understand what I'm saying? So whenever I see people try to hold people to certain things, and I say, well, that person was in an emotional state. If you're gonna hold them while they're in their emotional state, like they're in their intelligent state, like when they're actually thinking, then that just goes to show me that you don't know nothing about human nature. Period. What up, Liberty Hazelton? How you doing this morning? What up, William Somerville? Who else we got up in here? The Biz Niz, Ron Durr, Katie Cam, New York Silver Stacker, Julian Simon. Who else we got up in here? Derek Dupree, NC. Think I said your name already. Stop cheating. Who else we got? New York Urban Legend. And you didn't have to write your name out phonetically. Shout out to that. What up? Samantha Smith. Pardon me. Rail King. What up? Same X drive, same sex drive. I just got that name. Did not get that name before. All right, whatever. Um, Hector Cruz. What up, Inky up in here. What up, Dana Friendly. P from Jersey. Air Pix Radio. How you doing? What up, R Jams? What up, Miss Tati Nuke? What's up, Nuke? Happy to see you up in here. Uhtred, son of Uhtred. That shit is fire. That's a whole fact. You know what I'm talking about, Polo, right? Everybody needs to go watch that show. Everybody needs to go watch The Last Kingdom. I can't explain. You just do need. He don't really be switching sides. Uhtred just do what's good for Uhtred and what follows his word. He don't really be switching sides. And also, when you find yourself torn between two different factions, problems like that happen. But we're not talking about that show. We'll talk about that show another day. Super Hood, shout out. Says, damn, Pop Smoke was doing his thing. People never see a black man, their own brother succeed. That's a whole fact. Give me 1 second. Get some. Just had to move something. My fault. Appreciate you, Inky. Inky said good analogy. Appreciate you. All right, we're gonna go to the bottom. I did a lot of talking over the over the roll call. So if I miss your name, my apologies. What up, Jockey B, Uber guy. Yeah, we might be able to call Inky up. That's a whole fact. Let's give it a minute though. What up, Lieutenant Harrison? Anyway, let's get into it. So I just want to express that because almost every guy I know have threatened a girlfriend of theirs before. So I don't know what to tell you. Almost. Hold on. Can we get a show of hands? If you a guy, let's keep it a whole stack because we talking real shit. And if you can't keep it a whole stack and you can't be real up in here, then I mean, there's no reason to even be up in here. But who in their life have threatened a significant other before because of hurt? I have. I have. Day Moore said it's different when you react to something in the moment and you don't take time to think your actions. But Cardi B and her friends had plenty of time to consider the consequences. It was premeditated. I'm not arguing that point. Focus says I've threatened other dudes, but not the girl. I've threatened everything. What are you talking about? I'm in an emotional moment. I'm not thinking great. I'm not thinking straight. Now, I'm not asking who followed through with threats because I'm not trying to get nobody indicted on themselves. I've never followed through with any threat. So I'm not trying to get nobody indicted or anything like that. Have I threatened somebody and got in trouble for it? Like, yeah, absolutely. But I've never ever followed through with anything, never did anything to nobody, never hurt nobody. Um, I've had I'm about to keep it, I'm about to keep it a whole stack with you. All right. I've had two fights with girls in my life. One was in second grade. She kind of whooped my ass. There was this girl that was in my second grade class that used to tease me all the time, and I didn't understand that that meant that she liked me. So me and her got into a fight one day, but no, I didn't. I hit her, but when she was hitting me, I didn't hit her back. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Like, so we got into a fight, but like at the same time, I'm like, you don't hit girls, so it was just a lot of her hitting me, not really much of me hitting her. And another situation was some girl, and then I slapped her up a little in front of everybody when I was like 11 or 12, or probably like 13 or 14 or some shit like that, because it was just too much disrespect going on at the moment, and I wasn't old enough to be able to understand how to handle the situation, and I got frustrated. So with the between besides those two situations, I don't put my I'm just keeping it a whole stack. Is that I'm not playing with it. I'm keeping it a whole stack. Yeah, we already talked about the Pop Smoke thing. We already spoke about Pop Smoke. First thing we talked about. That's my problem with with a lot of these situations, Liberty Hazelton. Um, it's they bait people. Now, let's go into the whole situation revolving around Cardi B. I just thought it was important that we discuss um the situation involving, sometimes you threaten people that in an emotional state. You understand what I'm saying? Like when you could be in an emotional state and threaten somebody. Shit. Um Hitting woman is a cowardly act, period. I'm gonna disagree with that, but that's partly because I know people that got stabbed up by women. So I'm gonna disagree with that. I know people, men, who's been stabbed by women. I know men. There was this one dude a couple of years ago that he had a violent girlfriend, and she started attacking him and stabbing him, and he died because he didn't defend himself. So yeah, I'm not gonna say that you should never hit a woman. I mean, if somebody is coming for your life, are you supposed to just say, okay, kill me because you're a woman and I'm a man and I'm not allowed to stop you from killing me? So I don't necessarily agree with that, but I get what your point is, because we got people that take that to another level, and just because the female says something that they don't like, now they want to put hands on them. That's always dub. We're not doing that. That's no good. We are absolutely not doing that. We already did the moment of silence, my brother. Nuke had to get a recap the other day, so that's why he calling people out. Like, y'all gotta wait for a recap. Stop fucking up the show and man, try to make this dude repeat himself. Um, there's no rules when you're fighting for your life. That's a fact, Patrick. And don't let nobody tell you different. What up, Katie Cam? Katie Cam says, I feel like if a woman hits a man, she should be ready to get hit. My father told me something when I was young, right? So he said, yo, look, we don't hit women. He said, we don't hit women. We don't put our hands on women. We don't do that. But he also said this. He said, if you with a woman and y'all out and she doing disrespectful shit and she's saying disrespectful shit, then she's gonna always disrespect you. You got a choice to make. You could lay it down flat right there and let her know what it is, or you could walk away. At the end of the day, a lot of men be in situations where they are getting abused, and a lot of women be in situations where they are getting abused because they don't know how to recognize signs. If you with somebody and they take you out and you with their friends and they friends are acting funny, they talk shit about you. They don't like you. Don't get this confused. They might just got you around because you got a little bit of bread. They want you to buy a meal or two for them because, they broke bitches or some shit. Like, not for nothing. Can we just point something out? The only chicks that's trying to make niggas buy them drinks and meals all the time is broke bitches. Let's just keep it a stack. So if you messing with a chick and she trying to dub you and she playing crazy and she trying to play hard to get, but you pay for everything, she a broke bitch. All you got to do is go find somebody that got something going on with themselves. I'm going to let you know right now, the majority of the females I've dated in my life, the majority of the females I've dated in my life after I've become an adult, they've had their own. So I'm just used to being around people that sometimes you pay, sometimes I pay. I'm just used to that. So when I get involved with a female and I let them know that I got a little bit of, I can take care, I can do this for you and I can do that for you, it's not so you could be lazy. It's so that I could reciprocate. Children don't understand this. Adults do. We're going to move on. We already spoke on Pop Smoke. You have to rewind the video. My apologies. We will speak on it again, but in the future. We got to get to what our actual topic is. Pop Smoke was only 20. I guess we're going to have to talk about the whole Pop Smoke thing. All right, we can stay on Pop Smoke. But we're going to have to talk about Nicki, Cardi, and the Brims. Pop Smoke has passed away. He was murdered in his house. And he was murdered in Hollywood. I did not know he lived in Hollywood, though. Like, that was crazy. Was he just over there because he was just still over there? Or was he living there? That's what I'm curious about. Hold on. I'll read the article again. Nah, but that's a fact, though. Like, I've dated, like I'm just keeping it a stack. Like, I'm not that attractive. I got this one chick. She always try to tell me about how ugly I am. Apparently, I look like, what's the dude? Danny Glover. Apparently, apparently I look like Danny Glover. Like, her friends are always trying to remind me about how ugly I am. This shit is crazy. It don't make sense. Anyway, I don't really care though. My like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, God dang it. Like, I'm Danny Glover? Yeah, whatever. Anyway, yeah, so just for everybody that just got here about the Pop Smoke situation. Yes, we already spoke about Pop Smoke, but he did pass away. We'll give it a little bit more time. We could discuss it a little bit more because they are things to talk about regarding this. And I know that says 2:25 p.m., but that's GMT time. I don't even know what GMT time is. Whoever sent this, I know who sent it to me. I ain't gonna tell y'all who did it. I am because I call out. Shout out to Vix for sending this in. Danny Glover is an OG, and apparently I'm his splitting image. Shout out. So we need to get Jack Frost shirts with my picture and Danny Glover's name on the bottom of it. It's just my picture on the shirt, and then we got Danny Glover's name. I believe somebody said, is Pop Smoke gang affiliated? I'm gonna show you this picture. Focus Sports says Pop Smoke was Crip. I read the article again. It goes on to say Pop Smoke, an up-and-coming rapper, was shot and killed Wednesday morning in what appears to be a home invasion robbery, TMZ has learned. The rapper was at his home in the Hollywood Hills at around 4:30 a.m. when two men wearing hoodies and masks broke into his house. We're told the two men fired multiple shots, striking critical wounds, multiple shots striking and critically wounding Pop Smoke. The men were seen fleeing on foot. It goes on to say Pop Smoke was rushed by ambulance to Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in West Hollywood, where he was pronounced dead. The suspects have not been caught. As far as we know, they have not been identified. It's unclear if Pop Smoke knew the shooters. One man was placed in handcuffs. What the hell? It's unclear if Pop Smoke knew the shooters. One man was placed in handcuffs, but cops determined he was not involved and was released. Pop Smoke released an album back in July, and one of the songs, Welcome to the Party, blew up. It was considered by many to be the song of the summer. Nicki Minaj did a remix of the song a few months later. He also did a song Gaddy with Travis Scott. That didn't go through because of the F-bomb. I don't know. Somebody said dude's got to move to Wisconsin no, this is just somebody got murdered. People get murdered all the time, Jermaine. If you try to make it seem like this is a black or white thing, I'm just gonna kick you. Matter of fact, we're just gonna let you go. I can't stand it. We get bags for homeboy that trying to make this a race issue. Can we get bags for homeboy that wanted to make this a race issue? Can we get bags for homeboy Jermaine Werrick that wanted to make this a race issue? Do you understand why people get kicked? Day Moore says, wow, that said, it's sad. So you think he's anything to do with an indictment? A lot of people on live last night say he was next to her in her sweep. A lot of lives lost in LA. I think this is an issue going on in hip hop currently right now. Whether people want to pay attention to it, whether people know it or not, there's an issue going on in hip hop. And I've been talking about this issue for a real long time. And I think that because there's so many people that hate this channel, that sometimes the people that need to hear the message don't get to them. Because we got so many people that just hate this channel, hate me, that they try to muddy. Like, was you here last night when I was just pointing out how people was trying to flip my words around just so they could then go make a video so they could say I said shit I didn't say? Now, with that being said, Pop Smoke is a Crip, allegedly. And 5'9" Brims is not a Crip set. So don't go reaching and don't go saying that his murder had anything to do with this indictment unless you have some kind of proof. Right now, I'm pretty sure I'm like not even being funny. I could just imagine. We don't use the N-word in here. We're not calling people names, but I understand why some of y'all are upset, and I want y'all to voice y'all displeasure, because y'all just voice y'all displeasure by expressing your appreciation for the man that we lost. You know, you could voice your displeasure for something by speaking about positively about the thing that was treated negatively. You understand what I'm saying? Try reverse psychology on people a little sometimes. When people start hating on something, start speaking about it positively. The haters not gonna be able to stand that. You're gonna be killing them. The haters, you're gonna be killing them. I'm telling you, try this. When the haters come around you and start hating on something and you looking at them like, what in the hell? Just start talking positively about that thing. Facts, though, not made up shit and not really opinionated shit. Stuff that could be stuff that could be verified. Talk about facts. You're gonna kill the haters. The haters, they're gonna stop coming around you because your energy gonna be too strong for them. Anyway. We don't know why this happened. Let's not speculate. Let's wait for the police to do their job. Everybody talk about how much they hate police, right? Check this out. Everybody say F the police, right? They talk about how much they hate the police, right? You know how many people right now is saying, yo, the police better do their job and find out who did this. I'm going to say that again. People talk about how much they hate police, right? People talk about how much they can't stand the police, F the police, right? But you know how many of those people right now are now talking about how the police better go do their job and find out who did this soon? Think about the hypocrisy in that. Oh no, I'm not saying you said I said it. Dior said I'm not saying that you said it. Frost. A lot of people in the chat last night's live said he was next to get arrested in the suite. last night. It's like sometimes I don't say nothing because I got so much stuff that I want to say, but I got to make sure I'm saying stuff, and I don't want to. I could fix the thing right now. All right. I'm not going to be able to see your comments for a minute, so I'm just going to be talking. The Woos and Chews were just indicted. That's a fact. I don't know what he knew or didn't know about it. Everybody that's new here, could we just watch our language? We got this is a morning show for one, and I know for a fact that kids watch the show sometimes. So could we just watch our language a little? I understand people are upset. Um, God dang it. I understand that people are upset. I really want to talk about the Cardi B thing, to be honest with you. I don't know enough about this Pop Smoke situation to be able to tell y'all but so much about it. I don't know that much about the Pop Smoke situation. I know that Pop Smoke was murdered in his home. The police needs to do an investigation. And other than that, I really don't know anything. That's all we know right now. So I'll try to keep y'all apprised of the situation throughout the course of the day. I'm going to drop at least one video on it, definitely 100%. I may drop two if I acquire more information after I drop the first one. I'm not a guy that likes dropping one video about 8 videos about the same damn topic. A lot of people do that, and it works for their channel and shit, but I don't necessarily do that. Sometimes I do that if I have more than one perspective, but for the majority of the time, I don't. All right, so let's get to the Cardi B situation real quick. I think this Cardi B situation is important. Pop Smoke, we just lost him. But what y'all have to understand is there's a good chance that Cardi B might be going to prison. They could easily put Cardi B in this indictment. Very easily, Cardi B could be put into this indictment. Very, very easy. Not even difficult. I'm going to explain why real quick. She's facing up to 50 years if they give her the maxes, and that's not funny. How is that funny? How is that funny, Holiday? Please explain to me how that's funny, somebody going to jail for 50 years. Okay, so I'm going to explain how Offset is in this situation real quick. Let's just go through the chain of events of why, no, it's not a game or funny. And I'm going to need Holiday to explain that to me. Yo, admins, we are kicking Holiday if Holiday don't explain to us why he's laughing about somebody go. Matter of fact, we just kicking him. We don't want an explanation. How about that? Peace out, Holiday. Can we get bags for Holiday? Making fun of people going to prison? Think it's funny somebody might get 50 years? Can we get bags? Now, I'm dead serious. All of y'all mofos in here that be repping, everybody in here right now that be repping, y'all need to throw bags up. I just kicked some. I don't care what you repping. We just kicked out somebody that's in here trying to make it seem like it's funny that people going to jail. Could we get some fucking bags? What kind of shit is that? A woman pregnant, ain't even give birth yet. Laughing she going to jail. Get out of here with that bozo shit. These should be the most bags ever in the history of BBN right now. RGM says Cardi confessed publicly on the gram she's an active member right after 6ix9ine mentioned her on the stand. Okay, so we're gonna go back for a minute before we discuss the Cardi B thing, right? We're gonna go back a little, right? It's a couple of things we want to talk about real quick so we can get caught up. second. Sorry about that. I had to send a text. Here we go. Shout out. Yo, hold on. Because I'm supposed to be Danny Glover, right? Apparently, there's this chick that think I'm like really unattractive, so she calls me Danny Glover. I don't think I look like Danny Glover. I So let me explain something real quick, right? Oh yeah, yeah. So let me explain something real quick, right? So when and I'm about to call Takashi's name out, right? Um I'm about to call out Takashi's name. But this I'm not putting him in this indictment, just so we can be clear. I'm not accusing him of doing anything to be in this indictment. But I want y'all to understand something. I told y'all before the FBI just put everybody on notice in this Treyway case. The FBI put everybody on notice in this Treyway case. They put everybody on notice. Every single person's name that they decided they wanted to have Tekashi say on that stand is the people they going after. I don't think I look like Danny Glover, but apparently she thinks I do. So from now on, that's my new nickname, Danny Glover. I'm D Glover out this bitch. Or Danny G. Whatever which way you want to put it. Me and Tekashi could do a buddy cop comedy. Danny Hernandez starring Danny Hernandez and Danny Glover. Look-alike. And they put look-alike in like a cool parentheses. They put the parentheses up and they say look-alike. I just think this shit is funny, alright? So I just think it's funny. I think that whole Danny Glover shit is funny. Danny G, Danny H, and Danny G in a cop flick. So the point in which I was trying to make is they already put everybody on notice. All the rappers should know, all the rappers and all of if these rappers are associated with any organizations, part of these organizations, you already know that the FBI is looking at you if you didn't know before. If you didn't know before, now you know the FBI is looking at you. They wanted Cardi B's name set in court. They wanted Trippie Redd's name set in court. They wanted Jim Jones' name set in court. They wanted 50 Cent's name set in court. And it probably was one or two other people. What Tekashi did was Tekashi said those names, but at the same time, when 50 Cent name came up, Tekashi was like, nope. And when that happened, I told you, I said Tekashi defended 50. You better believe it. I don't think by Tekashi saying that on. Okay, so Cardi B's in trouble now, right? Cardi B is literally, they could put her in this indictment at any time. You want to know how they could put Cardi B in this indictment at any time? One, because she actively said, not because okay, so being the gang member in itself isn't the illegal thing. That's not the illegal thing. The illegal thing is if you are using your gang influence to do things that are against the law. So if you're just a Blood, or if you're just a Crip, or if you're just a N.O.R.E, or if you're just a Serranos. I hope I said those right. If that's just what you are, but you go to work every day, feed your family, don't involve yourself in gang shit, probably hang out with the homies every now and then, that's not an issue. The issue is when you're calling people up, having people beat up for sums of money. The issue is when you're doing drug deals with individuals. The issue is when you're on the phone and y'all talking about hurting people, talking about gang activity, talking about, that's the issue. That's why when it was in court in the Treyway case, it was very important that when Tekashi pointed out, yes, right there, that's Jim Jones. Who's Jim Jones standing next to? Then he named off the he's standing next to Nuke. It's a gang thing, right? Then they show another photo, gang thing, right? Then they show another photo, gang thing, right? You know what they're really doing? Now, if any of those individuals get caught up in something, they can try to drag Jim Jones into the case. That's what that is. Cardi got dragged into the case because she had some girls beat up that her husband was having sex with. Jimmy was recorded doing threats. Nobody said Jimmy wasn't recorded. If y'all gonna keep making me have to repeat myself, you fuck the show up. When you fuck the show up, we hit you with bags. Cardi B PR team tried to protect her. R Jam says Cardi B's PR team tried to protect her, but refused it, stating she's Brim and financially supporting Star. No. Actually, I seen an IG post where Cardi B said she doesn't support Star, give Star money, or financially do anything for her. And in the IG post, she said Star get her own money. That's what I saw. So I did not see that. Let me see who said that so I could make sure I take what you say not too. Okay, RGM said that. You're incorrect, RGM. Unless you seen something, you got to send that to me because I seen the exact opposite. I seen the exact opposite. So if that's what you seen, you're gonna have to send that to me. No, that she didn't say that. I don't know what you're asking. Oh, you're asking. No, she didn't say that. Jimmy didn't get out from under anything. It was just in the recording of him saying, giving somebody advice. If I'm on the phone giving somebody advice and then that person goes and does a total other thing that did not even follow my advice, how you gonna put me in jail? If I give somebody advice on something, they do not even do the thing that I'm giving them advice for, whether because they have opportunity or not, maybe they don't have the opportunity. How could you then put me in jail when I get caught up if I was just giving somebody some advice on something that they didn't even follow through? There's no reason for Jim Jones right now, from what we know, to be in jail as far as I'm concerned. Okay, you're just saying any old thing that don't make no sense. Could we put Jay Peso on some timeouts? We're not gonna kick you, my brother, but I'm just gonna put you on a shitload of timeouts. I just don't want to see you commenting because none of your comments have anything to do with what we're talking about. So we're just gonna put you. Hey, admins, can every admin put Jay Peso on some timeouts? I don't care how many I give him. He's just in here to try to disrupt the show. Anyway, what up, Garrett? Focus Sports says it seems like Cardi has been distancing herself from Star lately. You stop seeing them together or speaking on each other. They used to always be around one another. Well, yeah, they had to stop being around one another. You know that they were being followed by the feds, right? When you're being followed by the feds, you should probably make your circle smaller. You're being followed by the feds. If you got friends doing illegal activities, you should probably distance yourself from them. You might not even be able to tell them I'm being followed by the feds because if you tell them over the phone, the feds is gonna know. And if you tell them in person, the feds might still know because your phone's in your pocket. So you can't even tell them that you're being followed by the feds. You just gotta distance yourself to protect them and protect yourself. Believe me, if you were followed by the feds, it's not, I mean, they're the feds. But if you're nowadays in this world that we living in, if you're followed by somebody, if somebody's following you around, you should be able to tell you being followed around. The feds don't have to work hard. Oh, word. Yeah, Pop Smoke, man. Star was initially, she just got out of jail, but she was initially arrested because she was doing scamming. They were just doing scamming. That's how come she went to jail initially, I believe. At least that's the story I have. It was like she got arrested for scamming. That's the story I have. But what do I know, right? So yeah, there was a scamming thing going on allegedly with fraud is federal. That's a fact. And wire transfers is federal. So a lot of these crimes people are committing, these scamming things that people are committing, these are federal crimes. You get a lot of time for it. That's a whole fact. Um, so Cardi B is involved in this case because basically she paid allegedly, 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 she paid to get Batty G and Jade beat up. She paid to get Batty G and Jay beat up. So that's why how they can pull her into this indictment if they wanted to. They also have her actively saying that she is a gang member. Um, this is once again, this is the problem. It's not the problem isn't that you saying that you're a gang member. The problem is what your what your agenda is, whatever it is that you're pushing. If you're out here and you saying you're a part of a gang member, but you're also talking mad crazy and mad reckless, and you want all the smoke, and you on the Instagram every other day talking, throwing threats, and you talking all of this, you got money and drug shit and gang shit, then yeah, they're gonna come for you sooner or later. But if you're saying, yeah, well, I'm a part of a organization, and I want us to get these kids a little better education. I want to get the kids a better education. I'm part of this organization, and I think that we got to do some stuff with to help the homeless. I'm part of this organization, and we need to do something about this. Feeding. You understand what I'm saying? Some kind of public advocacy. First of all, just so we could be clear, um, a lot of this stuff came from the Black Panthers, and the Black Panthers were a extremely large public advocacy group that actually started practices that are now used by the federal government in order to help out people who are underprivileged. So when you take that into consideration, we can actively do that too. All we have to do is decide that that's something that we're gonna do. But since they have us fighting with each other all the time, think about this. Cardi B is caught up in a case right now because her husband went to a freaking bar, a strip bar, and had sex with some strippers. That's the whole reason why Cardi B is caught up in this. Cardi B's not caught up in this because Star Brim's her friend. Y'all do know this, right? It's not why she's caught up in this. She's caught up in this because she gave money to a gang for criminal activity. I'm gonna say that again. Cardi B is caught up in this because she gave money to a gang for criminal activity. It's not even allegedly at this point. They're saying that they have the police, the FBI is saying they have the proof. But we'll say allegedly. But the FBI is saying that this is a fact. Everybody wanting to speak about the Pop Smoke situation, it's at the beginning of the video. Offset is the husband who had sex with the girl or the two girls which then caused for Cardi B to feel like she needed to have them chicks beat up, which then created a situation where Cardi B had to extend herself to Star Brim, which then created a situation where Cardi B then allegedly gave Star Brim and her set some money to beat up the girls. So, yeah, that's how Offset is in this. Right there. That's what Offset has to do with this. Offset, knowing that he had an extremely temperamental woman, extremely fiery woman, did some bullshit that got back to her, and now it is what it is. That's a whole fact. And then also, if you think about the fact that Nicki Minaj, then you think, nah, you didn't only have one question. We're not doing that. I'm just kicking you. You're just gonna keep trying to distract me. Peace. Can we get bags for Jay Peso? He didn't learn his lesson after we gave him timeouts. Now you see why I just kick people? We gave him timeouts. He didn't learn his lesson. He came directly back into the chat, and the first thing he tried to do was distract me. Jay Parker says, why be in a gang? And if you are, they flown online. So Jay Parker, you Democrat or Republican? I'm gonna read Jay Parker's comment again. So Jay Parker says, why be in a gang? If you are, why flaunt it online when you know how serious the penalties are? That I agree with. Not really. I'm scratching my head trying to figure this out. Please advise. So Jay Parker, are you Democrat or Republican? Independent. Okay, so you're still part of a gang. You're part of the independent gang. When you and your independent buddies get together and y'all talk y'all politics, you know who don't like it? The people who aren't independent. when you and your independent homies, your independent when you and your independent cuz get together, right? And y'all talk about your independent business, you know who y'all beefing with? The Republicans and the Democrats. So you part of a gang too. Any group could be labeled a gang. What are you talking about? I remember when I was in elementary school, I was in this gang called Class 1-2. I was also in the gang called Class 2-2. I was also in the gang called 3-2 for a short period of time, and then I was moved to the other gang, 3-1. Those are the gangs I was going. So any group of people could be called a gang. Biz Mizo says, I think the industry makes new rappers pick a color, red or blue. I think it's deeper than that. I think the industry is actively only really extending them services to people who are in gangs. Catholics and Protestants, those are organizations where people have a collective way of thinking. That is a gang. That's a fact. What are you talking about? Catholics and Protestants are gangs? What are you talking about? Just because the term gang is used as a negative connotation for an organization, that doesn't mean that an organization isn't a gang. If you 5 of your friends get together and decide that y'all gonna push towards one agenda, believe a certain thing, and help and try to benefit each other to do a thing, you and only 5 people, you guys are a gang. They use the term to control the narrative. Absolutely. We got to get smarter, man. Rio, shout out to Rio. Shout out to Vix. We love Vix. I think that we need to try more to do better. Period. I think we need to try more to do better. Period. That's it. That's all. We need to try more to do better. Just because you're a blood, or just because you're a crip, or just because you're a Latin king, or just because you're a skinhead, that don't mean that you can't do positive shit in your community. Yes, and I even said skinheads. That don't mean that you can't do positive shit in your community. That don't mean that you can't build your community up. I'm not talking about whatever you doing to the other communities, right? Could we just kick that person that keeps thinking that we're going to talk about the coronavirus? Just hit them with bags. Hit them with all the bags. We have rappers who are Crips, rappers who are Bloods, and so few of them want to help the community. It's a shame. I don't know what to think about it. I don't know what to say. But literally, imagine if you had, let's say, I don't want to call out no gang set, but imagine if you had a gang set that really started helping the community, that really started showing up at rallies. I mean, we got Myson. I mean, I'm not calling Myson a gang member, but I know he did a couple of years. He did a lot of years in prison. I do think that he know a couple of people here and there. I mean, talk about him about his own affiliation. I'm not accusing him of being anything. But this is a gentleman that went to jail, did a lot of years, know a shitload of gang members. We know that he do. That's a factual statement. And what does he do? He tries to use his platform for positivity. He tries to use his platform to awaken people's eyes, or at least to awaken them to the things that he thinks that they're asleep to. He tries to use his platform to speak out for the people who can't help themselves. He takes his platforms to the prisons. He speaks to try to get help for the people that's locked up. He takes his platform to the streets. He tries to get help against the oppression that we feel from our controlling bodies. So there's things that people can do. It's just that they're not choosing to do it because they think, I don't know, maybe they think they're gonna lose their street cred if they go out there and they say we gotta love the kids and we gotta do shit to help the kids. Maybe, they think they're gonna lose their street cred. I'm letting you know right now, I don't want no street cred at all if it means that we can't help each other. If it means that we have to watch each other drown, if being a real street dude means hating all other people and making sure that we all stay stuck in the hood, then I don't want to be a street dude at all. Zero of me wants to be a street dude. Zero of me want to stop you from being great. I just if I want you to win. As long as your win doesn't mean my destruction. I don't know what you're trying to say. Me Sean. No, I'm talking about my son. I don't know what that was you just spelled, to be honest with you. I'm talking about my son. I don't know what that is you just spelled. If anybody that want to know about Pop Smoke, you could go back to the beginning of the video. We talked about it extensively. Um, so Cardi B is caught up in this because she decided that she was gonna have Star Brim, who was in jail at the time. So this is another thing that I want to express. These people are getting themselves in trouble. Star Brim is in jail at the time. Star Brim is allegedly the godmother of that particular set. She's in jail at the time. A call was put into her. She put in a call. This is the allegations that's being made to so they could beat the girls up. Now, if Star Brim's locked up in jail and somebody had to go into jail to speak to Star Brim, give Star Brim the information, there is a very, very good chance that just the fact of the police knowing this by itself, that's why the police have been on Cardi. That's why they've been on Cardi. And I'm telling you right now, they came to Cardi B. I'm telling you, they came to Cardi B and tried to get her to flip. I'm telling you they did this. Because remember, remember, they said they offered to give her a misdemeanor and throw all of her charges away, basically. All she had to do was cop to whatever going on with them girls. And they was gonna throw her away. Throw her, like, give her nothing at all and get her off the hook. And I told y'all that. I'm gonna tell y'all 9 times out of 10 what they told her. They came and said, okay, we'll give you a misdemeanor, throw all of this shit out. You don't got to worry about it, but you got to go and you have to take the stand against Star Brim and say that you paid her to beat those girls up. I'm telling you what happened. That's what happened. I'm telling you what happened. And Cardi told them no. So they took the deal off the table. I'm telling you what happened. The FBI, the police, whoever went to Cardi B, said, Cardi, we know that you paid Star Brim to beat those girls up. We will make this go away. All you have to do is take the stand against Star Brim. And I'm telling you, Cardi said no. Remember when we initially found out about the deal and everybody was like, but why would she not? They just gonna give you a slap on the wrist and just you could just go about your life. They don't even care. It's gonna give you a slap on the wrist. Why would Cardi turn that down? Cardi turned that down because they told her she had to snitch. I'm telling you. If I'm wrong, and anybody that knows anything about this, actually knows anything about this, contact me and tell me I'm wrong, and then I'll stop talking about this narrative. But as far as I know, from what I saw, from what it seems like, what happened was the police went to Cardi, told Cardi that if she turned evidence against Star, because they want Star to turn evidence against somebody else 9 times out of 10, if she turned evidence against Star, what they was gonna do is they was just gonna give a slap on the wrist and push her out the door. She said no. Anybody could be a downfall Whitney. Anybody could be a downfall. Shout out Home Team Network. He said, Jack, you on point. Here we go. Hold on, y'all. One break real quick. Here we go. Somebody even made it better. Look, there you go. Frost and Danny Glover. I look just like Danny Glover. I look just like Danny. I don't think I look like Danny Glover, but apparently there's this chick that thinks I look just like Danny Glover, and I do not think it's a positive thing. There you go. Danny Glover ass. I'm getting too old for this. Um, Carrie Major says they know you don't about anything on a recorded phone. They know you don't. I don't know. I think she's trying to say they know you don't talk about anything on a recorded phone. We just had in the Treyway case a dude on the phone talking literally about drug deals involving large heroin and fentanyl exchanges. So you can say people know not to talk on the jail phones all you want, but often people think that they're so smart that they could think of a code that the fucking FBI can't figure out. So I can't get that's beyond me. I don't know what to tell you. Shout out to Why Not Music with the $5 drop. Says, can we get some bags for Frost? Why are you giving me bags for? What did I do? Robbie, in the middle of the show, real quick, I want to give a special thanks to everybody that donated to the platform yesterday. I want to give a thanks to everybody that donated to the platform last night during the a Tonight Show. Not even people with street smarts be dumb in the streets. Well, street smarts is a relative term, man. We want to give a thanks to everybody that donated to the channel last night. Message deleted. Did I kick that person? I might have kicked that person. Yeah, I kicked that person. I absolutely kicked that person. I'm gonna tell you who it was. Shout out to Tory Mosley with the $2 drop. He says Cardi B bashing Trump. Brought heat to the brims. No, that's not what brought heat to the brims. The Brim investigation actually started, I think they said in 2015 or something like that, 2013 or 2015, as way before Trump even became president. Shout out to shout out to Vic Star with the with the $9.99 drop. She said AOL fees. AWOL fees, because she was AWOL or whatever the case might be. Shout out to Death of the Cloud Chaser. Hold on. Can we just take a break real quick? We need to take a break. Yes, we talk about CEO. We talk about Bryce Gang passed away the other day. We talked about it the other day. That's a whole fact. We talked about that already. So hold on, real quick. So we're just taking a real quick break. I'm just gonna be saying a couple of jokes maybe, and it's gonna take about a minute or two. So there's this dude called Death of the Cloud Chaser, right? So he came in here trying to get me to say stuff or something. I don't know. I don't know. It just y'all guys spend too much time on the internet trying to argue with other men. I don't understand it. Anyway, so he came in, he said, "Yo, you full of BS, Jack Frost, but salute all 6ix9ine." So I was like, "Yo, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about, right?" And he said that at the drop. He dropped $5 and said that, right? So then James S dropped $5 and he gave a slow clap. 3 dots, 3 dots, 3 dots, slow clap. That's the BBN thing. If you see that anywhere else, that's sarcasm. So anyway, so James S dropped the $5 or whatever, right? $5 drop, right? Then Death of the Cloud Chaser, because I asked him, I said, "What the fuck are you talking about?" So Death of the Cloud Chaser dropped another $5, and he said, "Cardi B named not in the 5-9 Brim indictment. Money went though." The funny thing about that, he's accusing me of saying that Cardi B name is on the indictment, where we basically said that Cardi B name isn't on the indictment about 10, 15 times in the course of that video before he posted that. So shout out to that dude, Death of the Cloud Chaser, for obviously not understanding the English language or just ignoring it. I'm not sure. Anyway, so then we get a $10 drop from Brooklyn. He said he's out of here. Then we got another $5 drop from Death of the Cloud Chaser, and then Death of the Cloud Chaser says what Cardi and 6ix9ine has to do with 5-9 Brim indictment. I never said 6ix9ine had anything to do with the 5-9 Brim indictment, nor did I say Cardi B had anything to do with the 5-9 Brim indictment. Although Cardi B did do something that is involved in the 5-9 Brim indictment, Cardi B is not the creator of the indictment. So just goes to show you how people try to flip your words around. A lot of y'all watch some of these channels and they purposely putting out lies and they purposely trying to slander people and they purposely talking crazy. Some of these people are just not good people. I don't know what to tell you. No, I didn't see Lambo comment. What Lambo said? Lambo said, Pop Smoke friend posted a pic last night with Pop Smoke address in the background of the pic. Wow, that happened? I did not know that happened. See? Momo and Dude, I kept trying to tell y'all, Dude was trying to tell people my address because he was trying to get me murdered. Kept trying to tell y'all that. People keep thinking I'm joking. I'm not joking. The address gave it away, so Dude got his homeboy killed. We don't know if he did it on purpose or by accident. It's crazy. What up, Nitro? So hold on, let's talk about this Pop Smoke thing again. Apparently, for everybody that don't know, the reason why the Pop Smoke situation happened, if everybody also that don't know, Nitro is in LA. Rio is in LA. Nitro's in LA, just so y'all know. Somebody dropped Pop Smoke's address in the picture. And then after they dropped Pop Smoke's address in the picture, people pulled up to Pop Smoke's crib and killed them. His own friend put his address up in the picture. We don't know if that was on purpose or by accident. Also, coincidentally enough, in the TMZ report that was released, we didn't hear about any robbery. So it was literally just an assassination. We didn't hear about them breaking in and stealing anything. So his homie just got him killed. That's crazy. That's crazy. His homie just got him killed. Yeah, send it to me right now. Send it to me right now. His homie just got him killed. That's crazy. Wait, who sent the pic to you, Nitro? Hold on, we gonna call Nitro. Call me. Hold on, give me 1 second, Nitro. Do I got where the fuck I put my speaker? Right where I always put it. Give me a second. I want you to call me, Nitro. Nitro, you still got my number? Excuse me. Excuse me. Yep, he got him murdered. See his address right there? That's crazy. That's crazy. Thank you. Somebody said, bless you. I sneeze and shit. A whole bunch of y'all. Appreciate y'all. Moving sloppy. Sometimes people could know your general location. People can know your general location. You understand what I'm saying? And but they need the number. Then they know the number. Then they know. You know what I'm saying? Somebody can know you live in the fucking 2000 block. You know what I'm saying? Somebody can know that. That shit scared the hell out of me. I was busy reading. That shit scared the hell out of me. Nitro, what are you doing? Hey, yo, what up, homie? How you doing?
Pretty good, Jack. How's it going, bro?
Regular, you already know. All right, so what do you know about this situation?
Yeah, bro. So I just woke up this morning hella early. I can't give you the exact time. I don't really remember, but my brother called me. My brother called me and woke me up with it. He was like, "Yo, bro, did you hear what happened?" I was like, "No, what you talking about?" He's like, "Bro, it's like they got Pop Smoke." I was like, "What the fuck?" And then he's like, "Out here in L.A." So I was like, "All right, hold on, I'll call you back. I'll call you back." So I made a call to somebody out here with a reputable name, and I found out pretty much, bro. Like pretty much, like I mean, it's gonna come out, but it's basically because of that picture. Everybody already knew that they was out here, and it's like even though you can't see the numbers in the picture, you can't see all of the numbers, but anyone that knows, bro, like where he was at, it's either you in Hollywood or you in Beverly Hills. It's only a couple of cities, and these cities, I don't know what it's like in comparison to New York, but these cities is all within like 10 minutes driving of each other, so it's not that hard to really like. You could go on your GPS and just type in those numbers, and it's gonna give you. You only got about 3 options.
Copy.
You know what I'm saying? So if I had to make an assumption, I'm pretty sure, you know what I'm saying, that's probably how whoever did this shit found out. But me being somebody from LA, bro, I'm disgusted with this shit. I'm disgusted. I'm sorry for cursing, bro. I'm disgusted. You know what I'm saying? It's embarrassing for the city. It's embarrassing. Period. Like that's dirty work. It's dirty work. That man was bro. Like it's crazy. It's just crazy. I'm lost for words right now. And it just keep happening over and over and over again. I don't get it. It's senseless. It's senseless.
Yo! Pop Smoke apparently posted his address first.
He posted it first?
Yeah. I'm about to show y'all on the jump off right now.
Yeah. If there's another picture somewhere, I don't be following all his pictures, but if he posted it before, man, that's sad. That's still sad.
The whole address.
The whole one.
He posted it. Literally took a picture of it, of just the ad. It just, I don't know. You look at the Could you see the show right now, or you was watching on your phone?
No, yeah.
You see it?
Let me see. Oh yeah, you're right. Wow. I mean that's still it's still no excuse for murder. You know what I'm saying?
No, no, definitely
But
not.
it is a little sloppy. It is a little sloppy. Being somebody with his reputation for sure. But it's sad, man. It's sad. It's senseless. It's senseless. It's definitely senseless.
Okay, so he posted this last night. They're saying also, basically what this is he had something delivered to him or something, I guess from a store or something. And I don't think he was trying to show his address. He might have just been trying to show the store's name. I'm trying to get this. It's just blurry. I'm sorry about that, y'all. But I think he was just
Yeah.
trying to show the name of the store, the N.O.R.E, I guess.
Yup. That's something he always talk about. It's a designer store.
So he was trying to show the name of the store, and I believe not thinking also sent his address out.
Yeah. You know what? You know what though? Like, in his defense, I feel like as sloppy as it is, I feel like when you come from a place where he come from, and your life changes that fast, I feel like you don't necessarily make all the right decisions. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure it was reckless. It was definitely reckless, but I also feel like sometimes things happen so fast for you that you just don't catch up in time.
I'm about to say something, right? And the thing I'm about to say, please don't nobody take this as disrespect on any level. But do y'all understand how? Okay, I understand the shadow group. I understand the shadow group. That security organization is top notch. They the real deal. They secure
Yeah,
everybody on the planet that needs securing that the Secret Service don't get to. So
yeah,
so you can understand. But if y'all understand how powerful Treyway was, Takashi,
facts.
who was beefing with everybody, was literally telling. He told his the name of his. He said his address in a song.
Yeah, he did. He did. You know what it is, bro. I feel like I said, when things happen that fast, you're so comfortable. Like you got to remember, like he been in Brooklyn he been in Brooklyn all this time, and you got ops down the street, and ain't nothing happened.
That's a
So
fact.
the last thing you think is something gonna happen across the country. You know what I'm saying? In Hollywood, like you probably feel like this one of the safer places.
No, that's a fact.
So it's sad. It's sad. It was definitely a mistake. It was definitely sloppy, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't fault him for it because he's young. You know what I'm saying? He came up quick. It's just sad. It's sad.
This is why it's so important, and I'm sorry to say, and this is not me making fun of the young man. He just lost his life. This is not a funny situation, but and this is
Yeah,
and the Kodak Black situation isn't funny neither. But this is the perfect example of how these up and coming rappers do need to be in contact with other people that done been there and done that, so they can let them know how to
absolutely.
move. And I think because the new generation always thinks shit like if you older than 40, you need to go somewhere and die because they be thinking shit like I look like Danny Glover. Since they be thinking shit like
Right.
that, that means that you can't have no conversations with them because they already know everything. You understand what I'm
That's a
saying?
fact.
When somebody
Yeah.
know everything, what can you tell them?
Yup. Yup. It's definitely important to remain humble. Most definitely. That's why I only surround myself with people older than me because I can't learn. I can't learn nothing from nobody that's going through the same thing as me. I rather listen to people that have already gone through it, been through it, and take the lessons, take the wisdom, so I ain't got to make the same mistakes. So
That's
they
a fact.
definitely got to start listening to the people that came before you. You know what I'm saying, and having some more respect for those that do come before you. It's just like you said, man. Like it, but if a lot of these people had some people around them that was a little bit more wiser, if that's the word for it, you know what I'm saying? A lot of this stuff wouldn't happen.
That's a
A lot of
fact.
this stuff wouldn't happen. I don't want to say it's an ego thing, but I'm sure it plays a part. Half of it is ego, and half of it is just being young. Like
Well,
none of us listen when we're young. We always think we know everything.
that's a
You know
fact.
what I mean? It's just it's sad. It's sad when that type of mentality though can cost you your life.
That's a fact. I want to make a comment real quick. Somebody says, Lambo Gully Boy says Shotty deserves some credit for keeping 6ix9ine alive. Basically, I think Shotty deserves a lot of credit for keeping 6ix9ine alive. Shotty is locked up right now because he was jumping out on people and pulling out on people that had problems with 6ix9ine that looked like they was gonna hurt 6ix9ine. Shotty is in jail right now because he robbed a dude that was talking crazy and they had beef with 6ix9ine. Like a lot of the stuff that they are actually in jail, some of the stuff they are actually in jail for, they did in commission of either protecting 6ix9ine or furthering his gangster image. This is a fact. That gangster
That's a
image
whole
that they was
fact.
furthering was more Shotty's than 6ix9ine, because in reality 6ix9ine was just basically, I guess you could put it, he was basically saying the shit that Shotty was living, if that makes sense. You can put
Yeah,
it
no,
however you want
facts.
to put it.
At the end of the day, people can say whatever they want to say about Shotty and whoever else, but all this, I'm sorry, I don't mean to curse again. All the stuff that 6ix9ine was talking, at the end of the day, that kid is still alive today.
Yeah.
That kid is still alive. He's still breathing.
And he's not going to do a million years.
He's not going to do a million years. But he's still breathing. He's still breathing. And a lot of people not. A lot of people who would have said all the same things that he said would not be here today. So you definitely got to give him some credit.
Hold on. So I want you to get in on this person we might hit with bags. Tell me what you think about this comment.
What'd he say?
He says, Steve Stubbs says, first of all, you don't even know if the address is the reason. Them dudes could have been plotting on them. The guy, hold on, and my point is this. He posted the address last night and died this morning. You don't think the posting of the address died this morning by somebody doing a home invasion? So you don't think that, who thinks that address being posted and him dying, getting murdered the very next morning before the sun even came up, had
not even 8 hours.
Yes. Who thinks that the address being posted has something to do with that?
That's definitely it has something to do with it. It's the only way that they found them. I'm telling you that right now. That's exactly what it is. They didn't have to look for him.
He told them where they was.
They didn't have to look for him. He pretty much gave it away. That's definitely the reason.
Okay, so the next question is, do you think I would be wrong for hitting homeboy with bags for coming in here saying that stupid shit? I'm just asking.
Nah, bro, it's your channel. You don't like what he said, he gotta go.
I'm just saying. I'm just asking. Do you think that the shit he said was stupid enough to get hit with bags?
It's definitely pretty stupid. It's stupid. Anybody with common sense can tell you what that was. It don't take a detective to figure out this situation.
Okay, we're not gonna hit him with bags. We're not gonna. He says, "I got you." Laugh out loud, just ruling out everything. All right, we're not gonna hit you with bags though. But come on, man, we gotta be smarter than that, man. He gave out his address. Not even 10 hours later, somebody pulled up. Like, come on. Shout out to Susan Bortz Burdell with the $5 drop. She says, shout out to Treyway and Shotty as the best security and the best in the business. They was great,
man,
security.
Shout out them. Freedom guys.
Yeah, man. Free all the Billies.
Fact. It's a fact. But yeah, bro, man, to it, you know, like, I ain't gonna hold you too long, bro. I'm about to be at the job site in a minute, but I definitely want to say rest in peace to Pop Smoke. I definitely am embarrassed by the city. I mean, it's embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's definitely embarrassing because if it was the other way around, when we come out there to the East, I would hope, you know what I'm saying? And I would definitely wouldn't want something to happen to anybody from the West. Or not to make this a East and West thing, because it's nothing to do with that. It's nothing to do with that at all. But I want to assume that our people are safe out of town, and you also want to assume that, you know, when people come over here, that they're going to be shown, hospitality, and they're safe when they're here. And so I'm disgusted. Like, it's just disgusting. You know what I mean?
I think that this is another reason why people need to just check in. I don't know if he did or didn't check in. So I'm not saying he did or he didn't. But this is a perfect example of why people should check in.
Yeah, and people got to start with the whole checking in thing as far as trying to make it seem like it makes you less of a man to check in. It's not just for permission. It's showing respect. It's showing love to the city that you come in here and you eating in.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
If I come to your city, I'm about to do a couple of shows. Each one of those shows, I'm making like 40,000-50,000 off of. Right? Let's say I'm making 20,000-30,000 off of each show. I'm about to do 3-4 shows. Right? I can show up and give respect to the people who run that community by saying, well, my security is in the crib back in my city. We could use your security. If like, that's it. Like, that, how much hard is that? And it's not really, because all they're gonna be doing is hanging out with you, getting high and getting drunk, making sure that you're okay. That's all they doing.
All you gotta do is make sure everybody have a good time. That's all you gotta do.
That's it. You pay what you want to pay? A couple $1,000s to make sure that you can go home. I don't understand what the problem is. I don't understand why it's a big deal to even check in.
To me, it's just a sign of respect. Now we ain't doing that extortion thing. That's out. But what it is like it's respect. That's all it is. It's respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not your town. This is not your city. This is
Shout out to James
aggressive.
S. Shout out to James S. I thought you was stopping to talk. I don't know what just happened.
Nah,
Shout out to James S. with
go
the
ahead.
$5 drop. He says good luck in the battle Friday Nitro. So you got the
Oh
battle
yeah,
coming up
most definitely.
Friday, right? On Let's Talk About It channel, Mr. Sex Money Murder. Who you battle rapping against this Friday?
Bro, it's one of Snow Billy goofy artists. That's all. Ain't nothing too serious. But it don't matter though, because regardless of who I'm battling, I'm always competing with myself. So anyone who's heard my last songs or whatever, I guarantee this is gonna be the best song I ever dropped. And I got a surprise. There's more than just a song.
Nitro shit is fire. I would play
like,
it over here, but he got that BMI shit on. So every time I play one of his fucking songs, my shit get hit. But I would love
actually
to.
Though, no, but this ain't actually. You might be able to because it's not released.
Okay.
So it's not registered anywhere.
Also, Mike Jones, hit me up already. You know we putting together the BBN mixtape. This is one of the artists I want to be featured.
Yeah, man. Tell Mike Jones to hit me up. I would love to.
The fuck? Shout out
Most
to Mike
definitely.
Jones. So yeah, they for everybody that don't know, we have another channel who's like kind of like our is actually our brother channel called Let's Talk About It, and they have battle raps over there. So on Fridays, so y'all might want to pull up on Fridays today battle rap thing. Y'all might, especially if you're into the battle rap community shit, y'all might vibe with it. It might be something you like to do. You might want to get involved in it yourself.
Definitely come through. Like Jack just said, it's on Let's Talk About It channel. It's Mr. Sex Money. Pretty much what we do is, like I know P's already talked about it. Sometimes it's friendly competition. Sometimes it's a little bit more. It ain't serious beef, but we get competitive. You know what I mean? Like we like to talk our stuff and brag about ourselves. But what we do is we pretty much just put it on wax. That's all we do. You know what I'm saying? We let our skills do the talking. So we get on the beat and we see who got the hottest track. We got 3 judges come up on a panel. They review both artists' music and they pick a winner. And whoever wins, they get the money pot for that night. So that sound like something you're interested in?
Oh yeah, there's cash prizes. I should have said that. I should have led with that.
Definitely cash prizes.
I should have led with that. There's cash prizes. I always buried the lead. Oh man, all right. So yo, definitely appreciate y'all. And Nitro's nice, by the way. Like Nitro's dead nice. Like Nitro is definitely an artist that if we could get him some kind of buzz and get a little bit more visibility, like he gonna blow. Like he dead nice for real.
Most definitely.
Yo, definitely appreciate you for calling up my brother.
Yeah, appreciate you, Jack.
And for just always like staying in tune, make sure that we know what's going on your side. Appreciate you. Anything you want to go out with?
Bro. Nah, not really, bro. Just Friday. Look out for that battle on Let's Talk About It, bitch. It's gonna be me versus Trap Murder 7. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Salute the whole East Coast. It's west to east, Malta. That's it. Hybrid.
Appreciate you, my brother. Later.
All right, Jack.
Yeah, definitely. R.I.P. Pop Smoke. No. Is it S? I forgot what the Crips say. I do know they say Crip in peace though. We've been talking about Pop Smoke almost all morning, even though this video is not supposed to be about Pop Smoke. But yes, we have been discussing Pop Smoke. Excuse me. Yeah, definitely go to Let's Talk About the channel. Check out the battle they're gonna have. It's cash prizes over there, y'all. Y'all might want to get involved. No such thing as success without jealousy. Treachery comes from those who are close. RIP. I'm not going to read too much into that, but what is 50 trying to say? These dudes be high and drunk. Jay Brim says home invasion is a big thing out here in LA. Celebrities' house get ran into all the time, but do the celebrities be getting killed? I look for them to try to find who did this because at the end of the day, you can't have people running into people's houses and murdering them, especially in a place like Hollywood. So I'm gonna assume that they're gonna actually try to actually find the people who did this. And also on top of that, I'm pretty sure LA would love the LA judicial system, the police departments, all of the police departments and the judicial systems out there would love to be having a case going on, similar to the Takashi case and similar to the Brim case that's about to be going on right now. And on top of that, then New York has the other rapper case, the Troy Ave case coming up, and then New York also has some of the R. Kelly cases. So I would assume that the police out there in LA might take a particular interest in this because this could be something that could because y'all do know these type of things actually boost the economy, right? Y'all do know this, right? Like the OJ situation, that being on TV and everything, that actually helped the national economy. Anyway, that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day. I think you should always have cameras in your house. Cameras should always be everywhere. Dude posted his address twice online before 24 hours. He was dead. I'm not blaming a woman. The Eric Holder trial is Nipsey the Eric Holder trial is about to start. So they do got something going on over there. But if y'all don't think these the police and y'all don't think these the judicial system that they don't like when they have a big case going on where they could get some acknowledgement, we still know who Judge Ito is. Show of hands, who know who Judge Ito is? ITO. Who know who Judge Ito is? Don't say who he is. I'm asking them who knows who he is. Show of hands. People still know who Judge Ito is. His name isn't only synonymous in his line or his field of work. His name is also known in pop culture. Yes, Bryce Gang passed away recently. I said, don't say the guy's who he is, and then somebody immediately, I just said, say whether you know it or not, and then somebody immediately said, wow, they know him. Come on, man, simple directions. There's a reason why I said that. Don't you hate when you tell somebody something and you have a reason, but you don't tell them the reason because you can't necessarily tell them the reason, and then they go do something, and you're like, you had one job. One job. Bryce is our homie. That's who Bryce was. That's who Bryce was. Bryce was our homie. All right. He's BBN fam. All right. Focus says, but if they didn't tell, anything seems personal. Jack, remember, he stole that Rolls Royce. Focus Sports just reminded us. Yo, Focus, was your name Green before? Focus Sports just reminded us, right? Remember when that Rolls Royce was stole from California and then driven all the way to New York City? You know who stole that Rolls Royce, right? Pop Smoke. From a person in where? LA. Or from that area, California. What up, Wayno? Wayno, wasn't you green before? I haven't been dropping a shitload of content. So for everybody who used to be green that isn't green right now, I ain't mad at you. I got to get back on my job. I got to get back on my job a little bit harder. I mean, I'm actually doing stuff. I'm just not doing tangible stuff that you can see the results online. I had got head bunted playing basketball, so these 2 teeth is gone. All right, so that's what you just saw. I want to see how bad it looked. Hold on, I want to see how bad it looked. Go back a couple seconds. I want to see how bad it looked. I laugh at myself way too much. Hold on. God dang it. I think I rewinded too far. I laugh at myself way too much. Okay, I don't think this shit is gonna pop up. Anyway, so yeah, so damn, I got fast hands. Damn, I got fast hands. That was dope. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I practice my hand speed all the time. My hand speed, my reaction speed, and my reaction time. I practice that shit all the time. But that was dope. I'm proud of that. Happy birthday, Orman Brown. Is today your birthday, Orman Brown? I'm thinking today's your birthday. Whenever anybody says, guess what today is, I'm assuming it's their birthday. It's as fast as, that's why I keep trying to tell y'all, man. I don't be scared. Like when people be talking about fighting and shit like that, I mean, like, what the fuck are you talking about? My hands is fast as shit, yo. Shit really ain't a game. I got head bunted playing basketball. I was trying to set a screen and some girl was just like flopping and head bunted me right in my mouth. And I picked the teeth up, put them back in my mouth, and I played like 3 more games. I played until we lost. Jay Brim says Chris Brown was at the Fruittown Brims versus the Fruittown Pyro softball game with us. Salute to Chris Brown. Happy birthday, Orman Brown. Can we get some birthday cakes for Orman Brown? Can we get some birthday cakes for Orman Brown, please? Chris stays out of problems, stays out of trouble. He's not in nobody else's business, and he isn't on the internet talking gang shit. Why should Chris Brown have any problems? It's not illegal to be in a gang. It's illegal to commit crimes in furtherance of a gang. It's not illegal to be in a gang. It's illegal to commit. First of all, it's illegal to commit crimes just in general, but it's illegal to commit crimes in the furtherance of a gang. So you could say you're a blood crip. You could say you Nieta. You could say you freaking MS-13. Don't say you those guys, because those guys, they stay in trouble. But you can say you part of any gang you want to say. You Latin King. You can talk about being part of any gang you want to. That's not illegal. It's illegal to do actions that furthers gang activity. That's the illegal part. The problem is when people want to show how much gang they are, that's the first thing they do. As much shit as possible to further as many crimes as possible in furtherance of gang activity. That's what happens. There goes some more Pop Smoke right here. Shout out to Remy Roja. Uh, Jay Brim says, Chris Brown good in the hood. He not getting taxed. He do a lot for the hood. I can't let you go on, Chris Brown. Don't do what? Why are people mad at Chris Brown for? I don't even understand why people don't like Chris Brown. If you still mad at Chris Brown over that Rihanna shit, you need to get a life. Yo, this right here, if there was ever any post, that anybody put up, I just want to show y'all something real quick. If there was ever any post that anybody put up that was my spirit animal, this meme, this post right here is my spirit animal. This post right here is my fucking spirit animal. Part of my language. Tori Mosey says exactly, Force. You don't gotta be from a city to represent you're cool with there. Nah, not at all. Um, this is the best thing I'm gonna say. I'm gonna talk about this show that I watched one more time. I love this fucking show. The name of the show is called the Last Kingdom. Right? Let me show you what it is. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Hold on. I'm in Netflix right now. I'm not gonna lie. Whenever I see Netflix put up a fucking title card like this is the fucking caption to try to get me to watch the show, and I look at the show and I see that many women, I'm like, this shit ain't for me. I mean, I don't know how good this could possibly be. This is not for me. You got 5 characters, all of them are women. This shit ain't for me. It might be good, but it might be good for a different type of person. All right, so this is the show right here. It's called The Last Kingdom. I'm gonna explain something to you real quick. Everybody, go check the show out. You will love it. I'm gonna explain something real quick. Somebody just said that they don't think that people could represent from a if you're from one place, then that means that even if you go somewhere else, that you can never represent the new place that you went to. This hits home with me personally because I grew up in one neighborhood, and then when I turned about 13, 14, I moved to a whole nother neighborhood. And when I first moved to the new neighborhood, I didn't feel very accepted. You know, I'm telling you right now, I'm telling you exactly what it is. I didn't feel accepted. I felt when I first got there, I didn't feel like, people wanted me to be part of their community. I didn't feel like I just didn't feel like I fit in. That's the best way to put it. So this particular show, they got a guy that he grew up and he was supposed to be a Saxon, right? He was like a regular English from England. Where he lives at gets conquered. His father and everybody die. Where he lives at gets conquered. Right? Yeah, Ragnar. So that made him part of 2 different groups. That made him part of the initial group that he was a part of. Then he became a slave, and then from a slave, then he earned, because of his character, he was able to earn his freedom, and the people who was actually had him as a slave started to embrace him as a family member. So just because Chris Brown is from Virginia, that doesn't mean that he can't have dealings with people in California and they'd be all love. That's all I'm saying. I don't agree. Nah, I'm not telling spoilers. The show's really good. If I told you spoilers, I'd be fucking it up for you, and I'd really be messing up for you. That show is really good. I advise everybody go watch it. Um, we gonna have to pull up out of here. We almost 2 hours in. We gonna have to pull up out of here. I definitely appreciate y'all. Appreciate everybody that came through. We had kind of a disjointed conversations this morning due to the fact that it was supposed to be about Cardi and Star Brim, but we had the tragedy that just happened today. This morning regarding Pop Smoke, so that's what we spoke on. There's another thing that I want to talk about the Pop Smoke thing before we go, and that is You rappers got to stop beefing with people. Imagine for a second this shit happens with Pop Smoke, and Pop Smoke and Casanova had not squashed their beef yet. You know what all of these YouTube fucking content creators that just like talking crazy, like the damn Death of the Cloud Chaser dude is gonna do? They're gonna try to blame Casanova for Pop Smoke's situation. You know how fortunate Casanova is that he went and made amends with Pop Smoke? He's fortunate. They kicking people right now, so if y'all get kicked, y'all gotta come back. I'm not kicking you. You know how fortunate Casanova is that he made amends with, that him and Pop Smoke made amends? These bullshit ass YouTube channels was about to kill Casanova, talking about Casanova had something to do with Pop Smoke murder. I'm telling you. I hear and see the stuff they say about me. You about to hit the teacher with their bags? I ain't mad at you, G's up. I think Casanova dodged a bullet. I think Casanova dodged a bullet. And this is why I do not argue with people. I do not want to beef with you. Every single person out there that just want to argue and beef with me, I don't want to beef with you. Some of you dudes got people that might want to hurt you. I don't want to get confused with those people. Some of y'all dudes got people, if they, I'm pretty sure if y'all reacting to me like this, I'm pretty sure that there's people out there that quite a few of y'all got places y'all can't even go. Some of y'all probably got to move out of the city that you was living in just to make sure that you don't get yourself beat up because you can't fight. So this is why I don't argue with people. This is why when you see me on the phone with people and people try to call me up, I'm just so we can get an understanding. They had some clown from Brooklyn. Obviously, I'm not saying Brooklyn is a clown. Shout out to Brooklyn. You know I fuck with Brooklyn. But they had this one dude, this one guy I'm talking about that was from Brooklyn that got me on some kind of telephone conversation and was trying to talk mad tough and hard. I refuse to do that because I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. Y'all keep getting on IG beefing with people back and forth. You keep getting on telephone conversations talking crazy to people. You're going to get caught up in some shit that you had nothing to do with. I'm not talking about getting caught up in shit you actually had something to do with. I'm talking about getting caught up in shit you had nothing to do with. Now, just imagine if, however, the feds know that Cardi B contacted Star Brim, what the feds is saying, I don't know, the feds are alleging that Cardi B contacted Star Brim while Star Brim was in jail to ask Star Brim or to have Star Brim have some people beat up the two girls, Batty G and Jade, beat up because they had sex with Offset. Now, how the hell did the police know that they contacted her in prison? Somebody tell me this. How did the police know that the way that Cardi B had this happen was she contacted Star Brim in prison? How did the police know this? How does the feds know this? They only can know this one of two ways. Somebody talked or there's a tap. Nah, that Death of the Cloud Chaser dude is gonna get somebody killed. I already know it. I don't even want him over here. We kicked him. I don't want him over here. He gonna get somebody killed. And then when they get killed, he gonna be somewhere. I'm gonna show you what he gonna do after he gets somebody killed. Hold on. I'm gonna show you what he gonna do. He gonna get somebody killed and do this. Watch this. I'm looking for a thing. I'm just trying to remember who sent it to me. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna show y'all something. This is exactly what Death of the Cloud Chaser is gonna do. Hold on. It's right here. Here you go. This is what Death of the Cloud Chaser is gonna do after he makes all of these videos and start getting people killed. Also, he's gonna get caught up in an indictment because he's gonna make videos that's gonna get people killed. It's gonna be part of a criminal organization, and then he's gonna get caught up in an indictment because people are actively telling him, by doing this, you're gonna cause somebody to get hurt, and he's not gonna stop. So when somebody does get hurt, he's gonna be held accountable and liable. I'm telling you about law right now. If you're doing something to instigate a situation that happened, and that situation happens, you can be held liable either civilly or criminally. I'm telling you this. This is why the social media shit is more stuff going on. People don't really understand. Anyway, not important. Not my. This is what Death of the Cloud Chase is gonna be doing. Right now, you see the first comment that homegirl wrote, talking shit about her. God, how much of a slut is Caroline Flack? That's what she says, right? Now the lady committed suicide. The lady killed herself because of all the online bullying. And then she goes and posts, I'm honestly so bad about Caroline Flack. How you gonna feel bad? So sad. How you gonna talk about you feel sad about somebody that you drove to commit suicide? Now look at homeboy right here. Caroline Flax look like the kind of woman who chooses her clothes by how they smell, underwear included. Now look. After the lady commits suicide, look what he posts. What desperately sad news about Caroline Flack? I don't even really know much about her other than that she's young, beautiful, and seemed to have the world at a I guess he was saying feet or whatever the case is. But look at these individuals. These individuals led this girl to commit suicide, and then the first thing they want to do is they help lead this woman to commit suicide, and the first thing they want to do is they want to come online and they want to act like they sympathetic. You're not sympathetic. Death of the cloud chaser. This is why I try to tell people want you dead. Like, people think they just hating, and people are just hating on other people on the internet. They not hating. They want you dead. They either want to be you, they can't be you, so they don't want you to be alive no more. So when people come in here and they troll, you could tell the type of trolls that they wish you was dead, and you could tell the type of trolls that they just trying to have fun. That's not bipolar. That's evil. That's evil. That's not bipolar. That's evil. That's way closer to narcissism than bipolar. What up, Gully? I'm telling you. People like that, they get people killed, and then they sit back and they laugh and they joke and they go to their family, and 9 times out of 10, Death of the Cloud Chaser ain't black. So he probably trying to get black people to kill each other so he can make videos about it. So shout out to you, and shout out to everybody that loves your content. It is what it is, but I don't know what to tell you. He put his address on live. Why do y'all think I keep trying to tell you that dude that was trying to tell people my address? He was trying to tell people my address because he was trying to get me killed. I keep trying to tell y'all that, but people trying to tell me I'm wrong. I know I'm not wrong. I know I'm not wrong because I know the individual, and I know I'm not wrong because I got calls. I'm not wrong. That individual was trying to get me killed. What was I about to show y'all? Oh, okay, I remember what I was about to show y'all. Pop Smoke literally put his own address online. The address he was staying at. Put it online. So you got that right there. And then his homeboy took this picture. No, I'm very happy just being Jack Frost. His homeboy put this picture up. This is how dude got killed. I'm very happy being Jack Frost and being part of my family's clan. I'm very, very happy to be that. This fool has a tie on. This fool right here is about to get hit with all of their bags. That's crazy. Somebody just made fun of me for dressing like an adult. Yo, can we get bags for the person that made fun of me for dressing like an adult? Like, what in the hell? Like, you hate me so much that you gonna make fun of me for dressing like an adult? What kind of shit is that? I don't know. I'm not even gonna talk about that. Anyway, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. Sometimes shit just happen, and I'm just beside myself. No, I'm not gonna repeat myself all the way over again. Sorry about that. You gotta go to the beginning of the video. It's crazy. Niggas be like, yo, look at Jack Frost over there, living in shit. Yo, that's what they be saying. They be like, yo, look at Jack Frost over there. Man. He think he cool cause he alive. Why? He think he cool cause he out here living. What the hell? Anyway, yes, I did wear a tie today. I like this tie. My whole entire outfit that I'm wearing today is 100% based off the fact that I wanted to wear this specific tie. Look at Frost breathing and shit. Yeah, I wanted to wear this specific tie today with the blue and the red in it. So therefore, I wore all of the rest of the clothes that I decided to wear today. There you go. Now you can see what I'm dressed like. There you go. All the other clothes I decided to wear today, I decided to wear because I wanted to wear this one shirt. I think I'm gonna rock my red coat today. And I think I'm gonna rock these sneakers just because, just because. And I think I'm gonna rock these sneakers, but I'm not 100% sure. I might rock something else. So for homeboy that wanted to make fun of me for putting on a tie, I don't even understand that logic. So that's what I think I'm wearing today. I'm not 100% sure though. I might wear those sneakers or I might wear these sneakers. I'm not sure. I think these sneakers go with this tie well. I'm not sure. I think they go with the tie well. I'm not sure though. Anyway, I don't know. People are weirdos, yo. I'm gonna let y'all go. The first paper's better. Well, the first sneakers is sneakers, man. Yeah, look, I love you. I want everybody to go out there and do something good. Please, call somebody today that you haven't spoken to in a while that you love. Call somebody you haven't spoken to in a while that you love today. Just have a conversation with them. Let them know that you're still there. You feel me? We just losing people right and left, man. Shout out to Susan Bortz Burdell with the $5 drop. She said, shout out to Frost Tie. I appreciate you. Absolutely appreciate you. I like this tie. I should wear the red ones. Who think I should wear the blue ones? And who think I should wear the red ones? Y'all know that blue's reflective, right? Y'all know that, right? That blue on the bottom of the sneak is reflective. I'll show you. Hold on. Shout out to St. Louis. Yeah, much respect. Wear the red. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all. Y'all know that blue's reflective. I want to show y'all this shit real quick. Cause I don't think a lot of people know this shit. I don't know if you're gonna be able to pick it up, but the blues like reflective or some shit. Like that's some like reflective shit on the blue. I can't get it to go right, but That's reflective. Like this shit right here. That shit reflects. Like the shit people wear when they jogging at night so the cars don't hit them. It's like that. That's like what that is. Yeah, people forget Pop Smoke. Actually, the allegation is that he tried to steal somebody's Rolls Royce or some shit. Somebody gave him a car. Somebody gave him a car to shoot for a video, a Rolls Royce. They didn't give it to him, they lent it to him to shoot for a video. He proceeded to have the car put on a flatbed and driven to New York. A Rolls Royce. Pop Smoke was murdered. A Rolls Royce. So there's really no telling what happened to Pop Smoke at this point. You heard what's cap. You heard Pop Smoke did not. So 50 Cent, TMZ, 50 Cent, everybody else that's talking about this is wrong. Is that what you're saying? Pop dropped his address. That's a fact. That's a fact. They ran in there while he was asleep. Shout out to DJ Academics. DJ Academics just posted this. So whoever said that this is a lie, so the police are lying to us too. Police say Pop Smoke had a party at the house he was at hours before his murder. Somebody came back, maybe. Maybe something happened at the party and somebody came back. Maybe it don't have nothing to do with that car. Maybe it don't have nothing to do with the fact that his address got dropped. Maybe he just had a party at the when did Academics post this? 15 minutes ago. Shout out to Academics. So maybe it had nothing. No, I didn't say cops don't lie. But I'm kicking you because this man passed away and you're making fun of his death. We're not doing that. This man passed away and you're trying to make fun of his death. You're trying to get an argument over somebody that now you see what I'm saying? These people are evil. They ain't here trying to troll me over somebody that died. If that's not evil, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, so there's a myriad of different ways that this could have happened. That's another reason why I tell people stop beefing with everybody. What did Queen's Flip say? What did Queen's Flip say? What did Queen's Flip say? Gaddafi, what did Queen's Flip say, if you don't mind? Oh, about the party before he got killed. Yeah, there was a party. So it could have stemmed from the party, to be honest with you. This is another reason why I am not an advocate of throwing parties in my own house unless the people I don't throw parties in the house that I sleep in unless all the people that's being invited are family. Family. I don't have the house I sleep, lay my head in. I'm going to bed in that house tonight. We're not having no party in this house. We got to go have a party somewhere else. That's just me. Shout out to Terrence Brown with the $9.99 drop. Yo, what up, Terrence Brown? Haven't seen you in a while, my brother. And he left no comment. For everybody that don't know, right? There's this thing that goes on in this channel every now and then called the Petty Wars. We need to have a day, at least once a week, where we can have the Petty Wars, so the people that want to show up for the Petty Wars don't have to have Petty Wars every day out of the week, and we could just have the Petty Wars on like one day of the week, so the people that like to do that and be involved in that. So the people that like doing Petty Wars, let me know what y'all think about that, and contact me on IG. Because I be feeling a little guilty about the Petty Wars sometimes, because I like the Petty Wars, and I like when we get all riled up and we having fun with it. But at the end of the day, it's just not something I think that should be viable for an everyday occasion. So for the people that see me straying away from that, it's because I really do like to get donations on the channel, but at the same time, I'm not here to exploit anybody. Don't shit where you sleep. Yeah, I don't do that. I do not. I'm gonna tell you how crazy it was. I'm gonna tell you how. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a story real quick. I'm gonna tell you a story, right? So I used to have a roommate, right? And the roommate I had, he had his own little issues or whatever going on. So one day I come home and one of my homeboys that I know and I grew up with is in my kitchen cooking crack. I'm gonna say this again. So I had a roommate, and I come home one day, and one of my homeboys that I grew up with, the roommate, I grew up with him also. So one of my homeboys I grew up with was in my kitchen cooking crack, because my roommate allowed for him to come in the kitchen and cook fucking crack, because homeboy wanted to be able to, he promised him some weed or some money or some shit. I don't know what the fuck he promised him. So I had to tell this dude, who's a real good friend of mine, yo, look, we're not having this in my crib. You can't do this no more. He respected it. We moved on. Me and dude is still good friends. Now check this out. Same roommate. I come home a whole nother day. He got a whole nother friend that we grew up with, that we cool with, selling crack out of my fucking house. Calling people up to my fucking floor and then going out into the lobby and dealing. I had to tell this nigga not to come around no more. Be mindful of the people you let be in your house, yo. Y'all letting people come in your house, come around your kids, know where you live, all this other old weirdo shit, and people be doing the most. Yes, I grew up with a lot of people that was into other shit. That was in, I grew up with. I don't know no other way to tell you. Yeah, had to kick two people. Nigga was trying to turn my house into a trap house. That's a whole fact. I had to be like, yo, look, we ain't doing. I sleep here. We ain't doing this. And I ain't even have to confront them in no negative way. I just told them what it was, and they was like, all right. I think my homie that was actually selling. I think he was selling weed though. I think he could have been selling weed. Who we praying for? You said pray for who? Almost everyone that I grew up with that didn't live on the block I lived on did not know my real name. Almost everywhere I go, people know me by a different name. I'm from the Wayno said you from the BX. It is what it is. Yeah, like I was pissed off at my roommate. I wasn't pissed off at these dudes. They just trying to do business. Pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. That's a whole fact. Shout out to Poppy. That's one of his things he said. Shout out to Hassan Campbell. I know he don't fuck with me because he was fucking with the dude that hate my guts. So I just assume that he don't fuck with me. But I don't have no problems with Hassan. Shout out to Hassan. I'm gonna keep it old stack for you. I like for my circle to be this. Me. Whatever girl I'm dating. One or two close friends. And whatever kids we have. That's what I like my circle to be. Now we got ancillary friends that we go hang out with and do shit with. But my everyday people that I'm calling up every day, that I'm chilling with every day, that I'm talking to every day, I don't want that circle larger than 6 or 7 people. And And this is coming from a person that I know a shit ton of people. We can go damn near anywhere, and we're gonna probably run into people I know. I'm saying 6 or 7 at the high end, because I'm assuming that I'm gonna have 1 or 2 friends, right? My girlfriend, 1 or 2 friends, me, that's 4. I'm gonna assume she's gonna at least have 1 or 2 friends herself, that's 6. You get what I'm saying? Me, my girlfriend, I'm gonna have 2 friends, she's gonna have 2 friends. That's 6 people. And if you're really paying attention to the way in which I think, my 2 friends are gonna most likely be 1 friend and his girlfriend. I'm just saying, if you're really paying attention to what I'm trying to say, I'm gonna have my girlfriend and 1 friend. But also, what I do now, I have to allow for my circle to be bigger. You understand what I'm saying? So now I take more of a broader sense, and I have to allow for my circle to be bigger. It got to be a little bit bigger than that. I would love for it to be able to stay that small, but it has to be larger. Jeez, I'm saying that's some broad shit. That's a whole fact, though. Circle small, man. You know, we still fuck with other people. Don't get it wrong. You still cool. We still fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the people I'm gonna call, talk to every day, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep that circle small, because those are the people that can ask me for shit, and I'm gonna be there. And if you got too many people that can ask you for shit, and you're gonna be there, you're never gonna have time to be there for yourself. Hey, check this out. Let's change topic for 1 second. I want to discuss something to y'all, because I want to just expose how some people don't know anything they're talking about. They think they know what they're talking about, but they don't understand what they're talking about. There's this thing called a developing story. I'm gonna explain to you what a developing story is. There's a car crash. Let's say there's a car crash. It was a car accident. 3 cars was involved. One person was drunk. One car had a family in it. The other car wasn't really a car, it was a truck. So we're talking about the situation. Now let's say that there was a celebrity that was involved in one of the cars or whatever. So now when I come and I start telling you about the situation, I don't know about the situation. I only know about what's being reported. So I'm going to tell you there was a car accident. I'm going to tell you there was 2 cars in the truck involved. I'm going to tell you that there was a celebrity involved. I'm going to tell you that one of the vehicles had a family in it. I'm going to tell you the other vehicle was whatever the case is, right? That's called an evolving story. That's because we don't really know all the points yet. All I could do is tell you what happened, though. So I did that yesterday. And look at the comment that the person left when I was reporting on a revolving story. Said you're 99% unsure about what you're reporting. What the fuck are you talking about? It's an evolving story. How could I be 100% sure about anything? Let's look at the idiot that posted this. This person right here. This person right here, I didn't even read the whole thing. This person right here is a complete idiot. It's an evolving story. How can I possibly know everything about an evolving story? Do y'all... What in the hell? I want y'all to see this person's name. This person is retarded. I'm sorry. Please. This is... Do they got a short bus emoji? YouTube, y'all need to get on short bus emojis, alright? We need short bus emojis. We need... I'm going to show y'all the name again. We need short bus emojis. Look at this person's name. I'm gonna out them all. Yeah, there we go. That's it. That's the short bus. No. The second one. The other one looks like a city bus because it got the name on the top. That's the short bus emoji. The one that the one Urban Insight and Hunter Rizzo put up. That's it. I don't care either which bus. We know what we're talking about. Any bus. Short bus emoji. This person, let's look at their name again. I want people to know who this person is. Barriqua de Verde. De Verde. That's Barriqua de Verde. So this person is Puerto Rican. I don't think all people that are Puerto Rican need to be on short buses. Let me just say that. But this person right here needs to be on the shortest bus. This person needs to be on a bus so short it don't even got a full seat. It's like the driver, and then the person who's actually in the bus is one half a seat, and they only support one butt cheek. So they sit like this with a strap. That's how short they bus is. It only hold one butt cheek. There's one half a seat with one butt cheek. It's called an evolving story, meaning that we don't have all the information yet. He said he got two-wheel bus. He said a two-wheel bus. That means that we don't have all the information yet. It's an evolving story. How can I know everything about something that just happened a day or two ago? Please explain this to me. What in the fuck? What video was they talking about? The two guys that was trying to be Wu-Tang Clan. That's the video he was talking about. Y'all should all go to this video and just leave stuff under their comment. Could y'all do that for me? Could everybody go to this? I'm going to show you the video it's on. Could everybody go to this video and leave a comment under there explaining to this guy why he's an idiot? I'm going to show you which video it is. Hold on. Don't troll him. We don't want you to disrespect him. We just want him to just explain it's a developing story. The way the news works is we find out a little bit of information, and then time passes, and as time passes, we find out more information. As we find out more information, we report on that said information. It's called a developing story. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all what video it is. Don't troll them. Just don't disrespect them. Just this is the video it's on. That's the video. What in the hell? It's called a developing story, man. So hold on. So you think that as soon as we find out about something, we know everything right off the rip? What the fuck? Anyway, it's just a video on the channel, man. I showed y'all the name of the video. It just went up a couple of days ago. It's just a video on the channel. It just went up a couple of days ago. You can screenshot and then just type that in or something. I don't know if this ever gets clear. I hate when this happens. I'm always trying to get more. There we go. Anyway, that guy's a fool. Shout out to that. Like people just do shit sometimes, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I be losing faith in society. I'm not gonna lie to you. I be losing faith in society, man. I be seeing people just do shit that be so stupid and so evil. I just be like, is everybody like this? Anyway, we gotta pull up out of here. They said they was Rock Nation and Wu Tang. That's a whole fact. Yeah, look, I love y'all. Everybody enjoy their day. Please, let's go do something smart. Let's just go do something smart today. Let's do that. Like I'm fuck trying to be nice, kind. Let's do something smart. Let's try to make smart decisions today. Let's try to make smart decisions. That's all. I mean, please, let's just try to make smart decisions. Um, that's it. That's all I got to say. And call somebody that you haven't spoken to in a while. Just call them, talk to them, chat them up. Nothing important. Find out how they doing. If you could call 5 people, that's even greater. If you could call 6 people, that's even greater. Call some people you haven't spoken to in a while. before you can't never call them again or they can't never call you. Copy? That being said, we're going to pull up out of here. Before we go, we want to give an appreciation to everybody that donated to the channel today. Let me make sure nothing came through on the Cash App or the PayPal. I actually prefer Cash App or PayPal, not for nothing. But when y'all donate to the chat, that helps the channel a lot. So I don't complain. Shout out to Why Not Music for the $5 drop. He said, "Can we get some bags for Frost?" I forgot what happened earlier. I think I cursed and he wanted to hit me with bags. Shout out to that. Shout out to Susan Bortz Bradell with the $5 drop. She said, "Shout out to Treyway and Shotty, all the best security in the business." Yeah, I mean, at this point, we can't even argue how good their business, how good their security was. Tekashi was safe. You can't argue Shotty or Tekashi. The only thing that's messing him up at this point is the accusation that they tried to extort him or something. Other than that, Shotty and Tekashi, Shotty and Treyway, they just nobody touched Tekashi. I don't know what to say. The only person that touched Tekashi was his own people. That's all I can say. Or at least that's what that they said in court. Anyway, shout out to James S. For the $5 drop. He said, "Good luck on the Battle Friday Nitro. Good luck, Nitro. Good luck, all the participants in the battle." Shout out to Shoes and Boards Bradell for the $5 drops. He says, "Shout out to Frost. Shout out to Frost tie. Thank you very much." Somebody was shaming me for wearing a tie. I don't know if it's that black guys. Is black men, are we allowed to wear ties? Like if we in the hood, are we allowed to wear ties? Or the only way we can wear ties if we in the hood is if our job makes us wear a tie. I don't get it. Anyway, shout out to Terrence Brown with the $9.99 drop. Also, definitely appreciate all of y'all. Y'all guys are the best. Let's go do something positive out there today, obviously, but let's reach out to some people we haven't spoken to in a while so they can know that we still out here and we care about them. Let's do that. With that being said, like, comment, subscribe, join the notification gang. Also, stop everything. Rest in peace to Pop Smoke. I know his set. I believe they say Crip in peace. So Crip in peace. I think they also say SIP. To Pop Smoke. He was an up and coming artist. He was getting a lot of buzz. I don't know the guy. I don't know much about him, and I don't know much about his music. But I know that he was getting a lot of buzz and people cared about him. And he was just a human being. So him not being here no more has broken a lot of people's hearts. There's a lot of people crying today because they're gonna miss their brother or their uncle or their son or their or their father. They're gonna miss this guy, or their friend. What people fail to realize is your favorite artist is your avatar. Your favorite TV show character is an avatar for you. Your favorite YouTube content creator is an avatar for you. You vicariously live through us. Live with us. So there are a lot of people right now that are heartbroken and hurt because of the loss of Smoke Perp. Pardon me, Pop Smoke. Let's just take that into consideration and let's spend a little bit less time being evil towards one another. That can't be too difficult. With that being said, like, comment, subscribe, join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out. Danny Glover.